Good morning. It's me once again with part two on General George S. Patton. Patton was considered the most controversial figure in World War II because he had slapped a soldier that was suffering from shell shock, and Patton was reprimanded by Dwight D. Eisenhower, the Supreme Commander of Allied forces, during the invasion of Italy in 1943. And it hurt Patton pretty good. And basically, Patton had rebounded just after that. And during the D-Day landings on June 6, 1944, as the U.S. 2nd Armored Division and the U.S. 3rd Armored Division was rush in to areas such as St. Mary-Glise and other areas, Caen, and other regions in France to push the Nazi panzers out of France once and for all. And then by August of 1944, the liberation of France was complete. Soon after, U.S. forces were heading up towards the Netherlands, Denmark, and Belgium to push the Nazis completely back towards the German border. And it was during the Battle of the Bulge, the U.S. 2nd Armored Division was to earn its stripes under General George S. Patton, that he was to get the tanks and his men up there as fast as he could. And once that the panzers were being annihilated by American armor and artillery, and air power was so overwhelmed the Nazis and just push them out of Belgium completely during the siege at Bastogne in December of 1944. And by January of 1945, the war was almost over. And within about 4 months, World War II was officially over. And on May 8th, 1945, the Nazis had signed the Instruments of Surrender in a schoolhouse in Germany to the Allies under General Dwight D. Eisenhower, and to the Soviets the following day after, so it could be restaged. And Patton came back to the U.S. as a hero, and he was to return to Europe, where he was in command of the U.S. 2nd Armored Division. But Patton, yet again, was controversial, and he never liked the Russians. He never trusted them. And I do not blame Patton for not liking the Russians, not for one single bit, because he knew that there was going to be another war with the Soviet Union. And when members in the general staff got word of this, it infuriated Dwight D. Eisenhower. And on December 30th, 1945, while in his staff car, General Patton's car had hit just behind a transport truck, severely injuring General Patton and he was to linger for 2 days. December 30th, 1945 to December 31st, 1945, and just before midnight on the 31st of December, 1945, General George S. Patton had died as a result of his injuries. And America lost a great war hero in that of General George S. Patton. Patton's legacy will live on through the men that served under him and his friend General Omar Bradley, and both were friends. And sad to say, just years after Patton's passing, in 1983, General Omar Bradley had passed away as a result of a heart attack. He was buried at Arlington National Cemetery, and General Patton was buried at the American Cemetery in Luxembourg, Belgium. And that's it. That's it on the story of Old Blood and Guts, General George S. Patton. Alright, there's videos on Patton. If you want to check out movie clips from the 1975 movie Patton, starring George C. Scott, that was an excellent war film. And it also starred the late Carl Malden and the late George C. Scott. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I would like to say thank you very much for watching this video, and please, like always, like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, have a nice day.